Hey everybody, this is Abby and I just wanted to say hi.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a video on ink blending with makeup brushes. I have seen several videos on YouTube, so I wanted to give them a try for myself. I found them on Amazon for about $15. But before I get into the video, if you would do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you've tried the ink blending with makeup brushes or if you want to try it, or if you just prefer the ink blending tool from Ranger. Also, if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell so you could be notified every time that I upload. And I do go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And you can find all of the supplies I am using in this video in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out. All right, so I picked up the Yosang brand on Amazon and they were about $15. There is 10 in a pack, and my first thoughts on them were the bristles are super soft and there is so many bristles in on the brush itself. I was really surprised at how many were on there. It's very compact, and the handles are really nice in your hand. They are really comfortable, and I'm just showing you here the different ones. The flat ones and the smaller round ones aren't really going to be good for the ink blending, but I'm sure that I can find something to use them for. Maybe the Art Alchemy waxes or something. All right, I am showing you here that I did have a little bit of shedding, but it didn't really come off completely. I had to actually pull them out. They were just kind of coming loose a little bit. So I didn't find that they shed, like the bristles, they didn't come out all the way. Like I said, I just had to kind of pull them out a little bit. All right, so I am going to start off with some Distress Oxide ink, and today I am going to be just using Distress Oxide inks. I should have tried out a few different inks, maybe the Altenew or Prima inks, but I could definitely do another video and kind of try those out to see how these brushes work with those inks. So I am going to start off with Shaded Lilac, and as you could see, it effortlessly just blends on the paper. And this is just regular Georgia Pacific paper that I get at Walmart. I can also do a video on different papers as well. I have some Nina cardstock and some Strathmore Smooth cardstock, or Bristol Smooth cardstock. So I could definitely do another video, or maybe I can combine different inks and different papers. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that video. All right, so the next color I blend on is Seedless Preserves. And as you could see, I'm using one of the medium brushes. These brushes are very comfortable in my hand. And again, they add the color, the ink onto the paper very nicely. As you could see here, it just kind of blends really nicely together. I definitely am not the greatest ink blender to begin with, but these I found to make it even that much easier. I'm moving to my ink blending tool just to give you guys an idea, kind of the difference. And to be honest, I maybe should have switched out my blending tool pad, the foam pad on, because you could see it's creating streaks. Normally this doesn't happen. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. I haven't done ink blending in quite some time, so maybe this isn't a fair comparison. I was just trying to show you guys kind of the two side by side. So I'm going in with, again, the Shaded Lilac first, and then now the Seedless Preserves. And again, I was trying to be as light-handed as I could, and it just kept getting those swirl marks. I'm not sure if it might be the paper. I know that Bristol Smooth cardstock definitely is a better paper to use when using the ink blending tool itself. So I'm showing you here that the flat brush definitely is not for good ink blending if you're trying to get a really an ombre effect or like a rainbow or something along those lines, that you're really trying to get a nice blended look. but they might be used for something. I'm sure I could find something. I am just going in with, I think that is Evergreen Bough, I believe. I'm trying to find all my inks. And I'm just ink blending off of the paper and then kind of onto the paper. Kind of how I do see, as you could see here, with the ink blending tool. And again, it just creates like these circles that I maybe didn't even notice because I don't know, maybe the makeup brushes are just that much smoother and I never noticed it until now, until they're side by side. But again, I was really trying to be as light-handed as possible, but I just kept getting those circle like swirl marks. I'm going in with a smaller brush and just kind of swiping back and forth, doing circular motions. And I found doing circular motions, same with the ink blending tool, creates the best result. So swiping back and forth may work for some cases, but if you're trying to get a nice blended look, you definitely want to do the circular motions. All right, this color, I believe, let me see, might be, that color may be Mermaid Lagoon. And it blended really nicely with the Evergreen Bough. All right, I am going in with some pinkish colors now. I am using Abandoned Coral. This is a really, really pretty color. And as you could see, again, it is definitely just blending really nicely. The coverage, I'm sorry, is really nice. And you can build up the color as well. It does go on thicker than if you were using the blending tool. As you could see, some colors are definitely thicker and more concentrated, but I think that's just the colors in itself. Plus, you can pick up a lot more ink on these brushes, I think. And what color is that one? That color I think is Seedless Preserves again, and that one is definitely very concentrated. But I really like that color, and I should have done the dark and then the light, but again, I was just trying to play around with the brushes and the inks just to do this video for you guys. Because I know when I posted on Instagram a few days ago that lots of you wanted to see a video, and there is tons of videos on different types of makeup brushes, and I think there is even a craft company that makes these type of brushes, but they want like $50 or $60, which to me is kind of crazy. Especially because I'm sure it's probably about the same. I'm not knocking that company. I haven't used them, so I don't know. Maybe I'll invest in them just to see if there is a difference. But I find that these inexpensive makeup brushes work really, really great. All right, so I know this video is a little bit repetitive. I do the same thing a few different times, just with different colors, but I did want to show you guys kind of the difference between the ink blending tool and the makeup brushes. And again, I absolutely love the makeup brushes. I am going to be getting a couple more packs of these so that I can have the bigger ones for different color families. And I am really, really trying hard to get a really nice blend with the ink blending tool. The lighter pink color is actually Worn Lipstick this time. I really like that color. It's really nice. And I am showing you now, this is a tad bit different. I am concentrating on darker in the center and blending out in a circular motion just to show you guys that they do blend effortlessly. I'm telling you that they are amazing. And I'm not the greatest ink blender, so these make it even that much easier. And you could see that they just blend out really, really nicely. So you can get a lot of different looks with these brushes, and really nice ombre effects, or you can blend like a rainbow, or all sorts of different things. And then I'm going to try out the ink blending tool, which I knew at this point I knew that I was going to have a hard time. And again, I'm not sure if it's because the makeup brushes just brush on the ink just so smoothly, or if I needed to trade out the foam on my ink blending tool. And you can see I'm trying to kind of fuss around with it and see maybe it's on wrong or something, but it wasn't. I don't know. And I know I continue to say the same thing, but this video is definitely longer than a normal video for me trying to explain something, but I definitely wanted to get in all my thoughts. I tend to do shorter videos when I am kind of reviewing a product or something, or playing around with something new, and then I go back and think, oh, I should have said that, or oh, I wish I would have remembered that, or something. So, and I am trying to show you guys all of my playtime with these brushes so that you guys can see for yourself if you guys want to try them out or not. All right, I am using one of the bigger brushes now, and I am going to now do ink blending more so like if I was doing a card. So I am starting out on the top or the right hand side of the little panel here, and this is Mermaid Lagoon. And I add a little bit of color, blend down, and then I'll go back in and add more to the top. And then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker color, which is trying to, I think it's Faded Jeans. Yes, I believe it's Faded Jeans. And you'll see in just a second, as soon as I continue to blend this out a little bit. I didn't want the bottom to be stark white, so I just kind of lightly brushed on the blue color. All right, now I'm going back in with some more Mermaid Lagoon actually, and just trying to darken up that top, and then I realized that I needed a darker blue. This panel here would be really great for a sky or just a simple card. You could stamp something like a sentiment in the center. It's really easy to do the ink blending, and again and again and again, these makeup brushes definitely make it that much easier. And keep in mind, this is my first time using them. Again, this is probably in real time, maybe 20 minutes in or maybe 30 minutes in, kind of playing around with the Distress Oxide inks and these makeup brushes. And I believe Tonic Studios has some brushes. Ken Oliver has some ink blending brushes. They're more like paint brushes. And also scrapbook.com has some. I definitely am going to get some of those to give those a try and see how those kind of work out as well, just to give you guys an idea. And the ones from scrapbook.com, I believe, are $20 or $25 for 3 of them. They're more like big paint brushes. I like these makeup brushes because they have the round end and it kind of mimics the ink blending tool, just with bristles instead of a foam pad. So yeah, that's kind of the difference. But I have been eyeing the brushes from scrapbook.com for quite some time. I think Corin Wiskman uses some brushes. I think hers are from Tonic Studios, maybe. I can't remember exactly, but her ink blending is amazing. Her cards are amazing, and yeah, so I've definitely been eyeing those. So I'll probably get those sometime soon so I can compare those with the makeup brushes, because I feel like the bristles would give a nice even coat of ink as well. All right, so that color was the Seedless Preserves, and now I'm going in with some Black Soot and Hickory Smoke just to kind of finish up a couple panels here. I'll make these into cards or use them for die cuts, something soon. I definitely want to get back into doing some card videos for you guys. And I just been really loving doing the mixed media type of stuff. But if you are new to my channel, I do all sorts of things. So, and I go kind of back and forth depending on my creativity. But anyways, All right, for this panel, I did the black soot first and then the hickory smoke. The black soot isn't as intense of a black as I would like, so if I was doing an ombre effect, I probably would just use the black soot in itself and just kind of blend it out, because the hickory smoke looked like the blended out version of black soot, if that makes sense. So for this panel, I definitely could have just used the black soot and not used the hickory smoke. But yeah, that is almost going to be it. I'm just going to finish up blending these colors and add a little bit more of the hickory smoke on the bottom there. I know I've said this probably 50 times in this video, but I really do love the makeup brushes for the ink blending, and I will definitely be doing another video on different types of inks and different types of paper using the makeup brushes too. So hopefully you guys would like to see that. And if you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of the ink blending with the makeup brushes. And here's a couple more videos you might enjoy. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.